Hello friends, welcome to Royal Chess Center. Are you ready for the first chess class in this YouTube channel? Today we are going to learn a few basic concepts about pass pawn. So let's begin. So this is the position, and first, what is a pass pawn? It's a very common sense, the pawn which can pass through something or a pawn which don't have any obstruction is called a pass pawn. As you can see in this position, we can see the h3 pawn. This pawn do not have any kind of obstruction from our opponent's pawn. For example, there is no pawn here, so this pawn we can say is a pass pawn. Similarly, this pawn b3 and this pawn a4, both these two pawns are pass pawn, and we can say these two pawns are connected pass pawn. Connected means both are connected with each other. Similarly, can you spot the pass pawn of black? Yes, it is the pawn on f6. This pawn on d3 and this pawn on d7. These pawns are not pass pawns because, as you can see, they are obstructing each other. So this is the basic concept of pass pawn. Now the point is how to take advantage of this kind of situation. This is a very basic endgame. We will slowly start to understand more complex endgames of pass pawn. Now, how to take advantage of this situation? It's very simple. We'll have to promote the pawns. Now, what is promotion? Promotion is to promote the pawn to a more powerful piece. Say queen, rook, bishop, knight. It cannot promote itself to king because we don't want two kings on the chessboard. Anyway, the promotion takes place when your pawn reaches the last square. For this pawn, it will be this square, and immediately it will be converted or promoted to a queen, knight, rook, bishop, whatever you wish. But normally we promote our pawns to the best piece needed on that situation. One more theory is whenever you have a pass pawn, try to promote that pawn as soon as possible. No need to delay the things. If you give time to your opponent will try to find some kind of solutions. So in this position, the best move is a5. Now the question is why? Because this pawn is very far away from the black's king. That is why this is the best move. We can also play h4, but what happens, this king and this pawn, they are very near to each other, so it's better to play a5. Now what happens, black will play say king f7, and we are going to promote our pawn. This is the last rank of this pawn, and you can take any of this power, say take the queen, so easily we will win the game. Okay, now let's start one more position, and this is also similarly white to play, but in this position we have to create our pass pawn. So let's check the materials. White is having 1 2 3 4 pawns and black is having only 3 pawns. So material wise, white is having one more pawn, which is the f3 pawn. Now we will have to find a way to make this f3 pawn a pass pawn. Technically white should win this game, but how? That is the question. For beginners it is very difficult to win this kind of positions because they cannot take advantage of their material advantages. So in this position, let's play king here. This is not the best move. I think this was the best move, but it's okay. So now white is threatening to play king b5. So if the king comes to b5, a5 pawn falls. So black have to play king c6. Now see, our main task or aim in this position was to create a pass pawn, right? The pass pawn can be this f3 pawn, but we cannot advance this pawn freely because of an obstruction, which is the e6. So we will have to find a way to deflect the pawn on e6. So there is a very interesting move, which is d5 check. Now black captures, we play king d4. Black will play king b5. Now we can play f4. king cross b3, f6, pawn push, and we are having a queen, pawn push. Now the main task is to stop this pawn from getting promoted. So what will be the move? The first move will be here, the king here, check. Okay, he can play this move. We are going to give this move, this, check, this, check. Now if king comes here, we capture the pawn. So king here, we play this move. Why? Queen b7, sorry, queen b2, checkmate, check. We play this, check, we capture, pawn push, queen b2, checkmate. This is a basic way to give checkmate. There are some interesting lines also, but this channel is totally dedicated for the beginners, so I am showing you how a beginner can simply win this position. You will have to repeat this video again so that you understand this kind of position properly. So basically, whenever you are having a pass pawn, you will have to try to promote that pawn as soon as possible. Next, always try to make free passes for your pawns. For example, in the second position, I played a pawn sacrifice so that my f3 pawn get a free passes. So this is all about the basic of pass pawn, what is pass pawn and how to take advantage of a pass pawn. I hope you understood the two positions. In the future we are going to study more positions, and I will give you more easy and basic things about chess, pass pawn, all the ideas, not only pass pawn. So I hope you like this video. I would request you to subscribe the channel so that in the future whenever I posted new videos, you immediately get notified. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.